As we get ready for the Monday and the rest of the week, we got to ask ourselves a couple of questions. And in our latest Raiders rant, we got to ask ourselves, what the flip was going on with Antonio Pierce and the Raiders? Like, why would you punt? Like, I understand you probably have little to no confidence in this offense right now, but really? Like, we just gave up. Like, we literally just punted away. And it's so frustrating. It's like, and I know what he said after the game. Basically, he was expecting his defense to get a stop. That's great and everything, but your defense didn't, okay? So I also know on the other end, if the defense did get a stop, maybe the Raiders have another chance to win the whole thing. That's a whole nother discussion. But at some point, you have to know as a head coach that you might not get another possession. Like, you might not get another opportunity to go win this football game. And that's if your defense, which, by the way, was having a pretty tough time stopping J.K. Dobbins there. Guys like Divine Diablo, like the running game was letting it loose. And so, I mean, it was kind of shifting towards that one way. Like this Raiders defense was shut down for most of it and then now came back in the second half. And, yeah, they let up some stuff. So I understand that on one end you got to be not so conservative and you got to take chances and you got to let things happen. And also on the flip side of that, like if the Raiders didn't convert with their offense, what are we looking at there? Well, I think that there's a plethora of things you could have done offensively. Brock Bowers was really looking good. You had the running game that was starting to get some steam there in the first half, or at least Zamir White had some good runs in there. It wasn't like he was inept, but it really baffles me that the Raiders were in a position where they decided to either go for it or let their defense make a stop. Like, their defense had played well. I'm not going to shortchange them, but at the same time, it's like, again, you might not get certain possessions anymore. Like, and also the Gardner Minshew thing of it was like the dude did not throw the ball down the field. Like, he did not actually legitimately take a shot, like pretty much the entire game. And so that's a whole nother thing in and of itself. Like, at least Aiden O'Connell, he may have sucked, but at least he was willing to throw it up 2 or 3 times and see what happens, right? Like, and he didn't suck. He wasn't bad, but overall, I felt like right now there's going to be people chomping at the bit, like Aiden O'Connell needs to start, blah, 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 blah. And it's just frustrating because it's not like this team isn't talented. We saw what this running game can do. We saw what this defense can do. This offense has pieces. I think it's got the correct coaching staff in place. It's just you got to go make plays, and you got to be able to not just give up on your offense when the game is on the line. And I think that's going to be a really telltale sign for the Raiders as we go through the season. Like, put the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Devontae Adams was that dude. He still is that dude, in my opinion. Jacoby Myers is a playmaker. Like, you have playmakers, put the ball in their hands and let them decide the game. Not just punt it away and hope your defense can make a stop. Just baffles me. But overall, let us know what you guys think about the thinking to punt it, let your defense make a stop. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next video.